Hi, Cynthia Pfeffer here with Usborne Books and More. I'm so excited to share with you today some of our really amazing board books. So let's go ahead and get started. The first book I want to talk about is from our That's Not My series. This is called That's Not My Lamb, and it says, that's not my lamb, its nose is too rough. And you can see, if you can see, the nose has texture on it. So when the child hears the word rough, they're going to go ahead and feel that as well. And each page has some descriptive word on there that's going to describe what the child's going to be feeling. That's not my lamb. Its hooves are too bumpy. That's not my lamb. Its spots are too fluffy. We have a little over 30 different titles in this series, from That's Not My Puppy to That's Not My Dinosaur, That's Not My Kitten, That's Not My Mermaid. Just so many really wonderful titles that are going to be very engaging, not only for babies, but for toddlers and even younger children as well. It's a perfect book if they're just starting to learn to read also. I read this to my 9-month-old son, and he just goes nuts when I read it. Just so engaging, and you can tell he's just so drawn in by the bold pictures and contrast and the beautiful colors. And my daughter, who's 3, loves it as well. So it's a really great book that's going to be with them for a long time. Our newest one in that series is That's Not My Hedgehog, which is very adorable as well. Our next book is 1, 2, 3 Counting. This book is a little bit different than our other books because it's all on one page. So everything's going to be just on this one pullout. But the contrast and the colors are so amazing. I read somewhere that a baby's brain will triple in size during the first year, and they need stuff to engage their brains and keep their minds working, and these books are so perfect. Some people have even used this during tummy time on the floor just to keep the baby, engaged to look up. It's really great for that. So we have 1, 2, 3 Counting. We also have On the Farm. Usborne has a bunch of touchy-feely books for our babies that are so beautifully engaging and wonderful. There's finger grooves, different textures, and things to look at. Actually, by having all of these finger grooves leading this way, it gets children in the mindset of reading from left to right. So important when talking about literacy. Beautiful texture. Just so fun, and we have several of these in our playbook series. And then one of our newest books is our Slide and See. If you have a child that might be a little bit more rough with their books, the Slide and See has all of the mechanisms built right in, which is so great because they can't rip any tabs or anything like that. And the pages are just so fun. And that is our Slide and See Animals. We also have Slide and See Under the Sea, which would be a really fun book as well. Another book I'd like to talk about is our very first book of Things to Spot. This book is so engaging. It has so many great pictures. If your child loves seek and finds, they're going to really love this book. And then one of our all-time favorites is called Muddle and Match. This book is so different because you can actually muddle and match or mix and match all of these sayings. Pete the plucky pirate skates across the slippery surface to retain his record and reach the reward. And you can mix them up and match them up. So much fun in alliteration. Usborne likes to say that all children are geniuses and they need books that are going to treat them that way. And so there's going to be challenging words in here, but Usborne knows that kids can handle it and that they want to have words like that in their books to challenge them. And one thing I absolutely love for babies is our flashcards. These are so well made, so beautiful. Each card is double-sided and has such a fun picture with contrasting colors, black and white colored pictures that are going to go ahead and teach them about their words and keep them engaged in learning. And those are our very first flashcards. And then one of my top picks for board books this year is our Big Book of Colors. Oh my gosh, this book is so beautiful. There are so many different things to look at, a color wheel to talk about cool and warm colors, and it goes over every different shade of that color. Just very, very engaging, interesting things to look at. So beautiful. And if your toddler or child is learning about colors, this book is an absolute must-have. Well, I hope you found something you like. Happy learning and growing with Usborne Books and More.